It's Elizabeth S. Dudley, and I'm known as Betty. We happened to be married in New London, Connecticut, in the largest Episcopal church there, and it was due to the fact that my husband said he could not come back for the wedding in Marietta, where I planned to have my brother officiate. He is Episcopal minister and later became an Episcopal chaplain, well known to the service of the Army because he has a Silver Star and more. The important part was that we had about 6 people at the wedding, and from there my husband went to sea on the O2, which carried, I think, a complement of 40 men with full gear ahead. It was built in 1914 and was submerged in the waters of Philadelphia until they brought it out with the beginning of the World War II. He had a skipper, a very wonderful person, and they spent all their time on the submarine, so that I rarely ever saw him. We were at the Navy Club in New London when war was declared on December the 7th, 1941. The men were ordered to their barracks immediately, and the women had to find their way back to wherever they were living. I was living in Norwich, Connecticut, and at that time we had an apartment and a Chevrolet, which my husband, I think, loved better than me because he got better accommodations for the Chevrolet than he did for me. But at any rate, I didn't hear from him for a couple of weeks, but we could go down at midnight and visit him occasionally, 15 minutes or so. Eventually, I found out immediately that we were going to be ordered to new construction, which was in New Hampshire. So we left for Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where I lived in a horrible place. It was owned by the sheriff of New Hampshire, of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And he charged us a great sum for practically nothing. It was cold as hell, and I was pregnant. So we stayed there until he went on the Haddock, and which he met a wonderful skipper. The skipper later gets about 4 Navy Crosses on this trip of the Haddock. He went out, and my husband got with a Silver Star and the Bronze Star. I think everybody on the Haddock got something as a medal because they immediately got, of course, a good deal of shipping in the lanes there. He was, as I say, on the Haddock for a couple of years, and then at that time he came back to the United States for a short visit to see his son, who was a year older by that time. We were living in Marietta, where I'd gone back to live with my parents until after my son was born.